Good evening and welcome to the Portage Area Development Corporation Nightly News, the Sedcor Nightly News, the Hudson Property Nightly News.
Steve, hold on, because tonight you're going to be so excited. We will be covering economic development in the Portage County area as well as other counties throughout northeastern Ohio. The topic of growth and preserving affordable housing along with home ownership are just a few of the stories that we have tonight, so hold on to your horses.
I'm excited, got to tell you. Tonight's first story comes to you from Ohio Capital Corporation for Housing in Columbus with John Kircher, who has an exclusive interview with Congressman Steve LaTourette when we return.
Imagine if everyone you worked with shared the same driving passion. The passion to work together as a team. Imagine that your combined talent, knowledge, and resources could build a superior product. A product you would be proud to put your name on, and that everyday people could afford. Imagine if you could make people experience what customer service should be. Imagine that you can make your passion come true. Welcome to the world of the Testa companies. Imagine what we can do for you. We welcome Padcorp to our team. Together, we can make a difference.
OCCH has been working with Padcorp since 1990. Wow, Bill, has it really been that long? Together we've developed 400 family units, 55 single-family units, and another 80 are on the way. The 25 new 15-year lease purchase tax credit homes located throughout Portage County is one example of the many new construction projects Padcorp has been involved in. Joining me via satellite in Painesville is Congressman Stephen LaTourette to comment on Padcorp's developments. Thank you for joining us, Congressman.
Thank you, John. Padcorp has developed many different types of affordable housing over the years, and they're just as excited as I am about their first single-family affordable housing project outside of Portage County. It's a 45-unit tax credit development located in the city of Ashtabula. Ashtabula Homes is just one example of Padcorp's efforts in my district. In addition, Padcorp has 6 other affordable housing developments for our elderly citizens. These developments are scattered throughout Lake, Ashtabula, and Geauga counties. I'm happy to have Portage Area Development Corp as a partner, and I'm excited to see what is to come from their many years of expertise as they bring in additional assistance to the existing organizations within the 14th District.
Thank you again, Congressman. I'm John Kircher from Ohio Capital Corporation for Housing in Columbus, Ohio. Back to the studio.
And now a commercial from NRP Group.
The NRP Group and Portage Area Development Corporation have been working as co-developers since 1999. Together, NRP and Padcorp have developed affordable housing such as the Senior 55 and Better Four Seasons of Kent and the 15-year lease, purchase, tax credit homes, and Portage Housing 1, which are scattered throughout Portage County. Together, both NRP and Padcorp have stretched their capacity, reaching to their markets such as Ashtabula, where 45 single-family homes are currently under construction, as well as the 35-unit single-family homes in Craig Beach. Falls Point at the Park. It is NRP's latest mixed-income community in North Carolina. It consists of 312 apartments, and the property achieved 90% occupied within 12 months. NRP and Padcorp's partnership has brought many single families and the elderly quality affordable housing through a resolute partnership that will continue well into the future.
And we are back. Padcorp is out there providing necessary housing for those who are in need, here in Portage County and throughout northeastern Ohio. They have done so with the help of their partners such as co-developers NRP Group in Cleveland.
From housing development to home ownership, here now is special reporter Margaret Massio, our gal on the street, reporting on home ownership.
Home ownership, the American dream, something millions of working Americans dream of every year. Here at Padcorp headquarters in Ravenna, where we can see a home ownership class taking place, this is where Padcorp provides dozens of families the assistance needed to become a homeowner in Portage County. But Portage isn't the only county where Padcorp's full-cycle lending home ownership opportunities are available. Here to comment on location are a few of Padcorp's partners in home ownership. I'm here in Paynesville to meet with City Manager Rita McMahon. Let's see what Rita can tell us about her experience with Padcorp.
Thanks, Margaret. The Portage Area Development Corporation became involved with home ownership services and affordable housing in Lake County within the last year. This was the perfect opportunity for the City of Paynesville to provide more resources for local organizations to help the people of Paynesville and all of Lake County. In August, Padcorp solidified their interest in Lake County by purchasing an elderly affordable housing development, Wesley Village, committing to provide needed resources and building partnerships here in Paynesville and Lake County.
Thanks, Rita. And now back to Portage County for Christy Anderson from PMHA to report on their collaborated efforts in home ownership. Christy, tell me about your Padcorp experience.
Thank you, Margaret. Padcorp and the PMHA have been partners in a home ownership program for over a year now. Together, we've helped 11 families who had been renters in our Section 8 program to become first-time homeowners. In fact, our joint effort here in Portage County is one of the first in Ohio to combine Section 8 rental subsidies with a home ownership program. We've accomplished this through a special program under Section 8 called Family Self-Sufficiency. A unique aspect of this program is that a portion of the monthly payment can go into an escrow account every month. That way, when the family's ready to enter into a Padcorp home ownership program, they already have money saved that can be used towards a down payment or other housing expenses. In addition to this, once the family moves into a Padcorp home, they can continue to receive assistance under our Section 8 program if it's needed. This provides financial stability and a safety net for the family. By targeting our Section 8 families for homeownership opportunities, Padcorp has definitely created a winning situation for everyone involved.
What a great program PMHA and Padcorp have created to provide hardworking families in Portage, Geauga, and Lake counties. I have to go to Lake County and talk to Fred Zilowinski. Oh man, I should have scheduled these a little bit more geographically better. Fred, what's your experience with Padcorp?
Hello, Margaret. Similar to PMHA, Padcorp also has home ownership involvement with LMHA in Lake County. We work with Padcorp through their full cycle lending model to help residents in Lake County become home buyers. We also focus on those who receive government assistance through the Section 8 program, and our partnerships with Padcorp and lending institutions allow these families to achieve their home ownership goals. Now, back to you, Margaret.
So you've heard Padcorp's homeownership full cycle lending model has brought the educational and assistance needed to hardworking families to become homeowners and home buyers who might not have been able to afford a home prior to assistance with this program. This is a great program that originated in Portage County, and thanks to Padcorp's strong belief in providing affordable housing, families in Lake and Geauga counties now have the same opportunities.
Oh yeah, Margaret? That's just great that more and more counties are becoming involved in the homeownership initiative. Don't you agree, Steve?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Don't you think Margaret does a wonderful job for us?
Wonderful.
I think she's great.
Great.
We got to keep her, don't you think?
All right.
All right. Convinced you.
Joanne, I'm too tired. I'm not going anywhere else. Let's just bag the Segway and let's go to Jerry Petrick of Neighborhood Conservation Services of Barberton and Grady Appleton of East Akron to further discuss the homeownership initiative with Padcorp after this commercial break.
Hi, honey, I'm home. Boy, I should shoot my arm off.
Hi.
Look, Mommy, Daddy got us a new puppy.
A new puppy? I thought we were getting a new puppy till we get a new house. What are you looking at? Please, hey.
Well, I'm not sure how Bill Hale came up with such a great idea as Western Reserve. Do you, Jerry?
Frankly, Grady, I don't know. I thought the man lost his mind along with his hair years ago. But I'm glad he was smart enough to include us in it.
Yeah, he had just enough hair on his head when he approached East Akron Neighborhood Development Corporation with the idea of Western Reserve in 2000. Through Padcorp, I became aware of their strong backing force, Neighborhood Reinvestment, and the NeighborWorks Homeownership Initiative. By joining forces with them and you, Jerry, we've now created Western Reserve Homeownership Consortium, which will create a synergy and leverage substantial resources for homeownership opportunities. Hats off to the big ball guy for thinking of this idea.
You know, Western Reserve Homeownership Consortium will bring many new homeownership services to northeastern Ohio. Together, we're serving a larger area of Portage and Summit counties. And Grady?
Yes.
In the future, it's going to be Ohio, the U.S., Poland, Russia,
and the world.
You know what I like about working at Padcorp? Come on, I'll show you.
Denise is here.
I get hugs from all my tenants.
Hi.
Let's go meet Holly and Alicia. That's what I like about working at Padcorp.
And we are back with USDA Rural Development Specialist Kelly Heddick and USDA State Director Randy Hunt.
I'm sorry. Jobs are on the rise in Portage County as the City of Ravenna welcomed the Portage Precision Polymers Incorporated. PPP is a polymer molding industrial plant which has brought 11 new full-time positions to the city. PPP purchased an existing building and equipment which once sat idle in the City of Ravenna. Oh, and by satellite, we have State Director Randy Hunt.
Thanks, Kelly. The creation of these jobs and others came with the assistance of Padcorp and its many partners, such as USDA Rural Development, Ohio Department of Development, and the many lending institutions we work with. Funds from the rural development programs, such as our RBEG and our IRP, provide Padcorp the capabilities of gap financing and making low-interest loans available for new businesses, such as Portage Precision Polymers. These funds also provide low-interest loans for expansion of existing businesses in Portage County. In fiscal year 2001, Padcorp has assisted 10 businesses with over $2 million. $500,000 came from USDA Rural Development's IRP and RBEG funds. That money created 55 jobs and retained 38. Outstanding teamwork for Padcorp, Rural Development, the State of Ohio, the City of Ravenna, Portage County, and all the partners involved.
Thanks, Randy.
Randy's the big guy, he's my boss.
Padcorp had a big year in 2001 in job retention and creation, especially with the Miller Transfer and Rigging Company, located in Edinburgh, Ohio. Padcorp, along with Portage County Commissioners, packaged an unbeatable deal to keep this company in Ohio, let alone Portage County. With the use of Rural Development's intermediary lending program, the county's revolving loan fund, state money, and bank financing, Miller Transfer and Rigging expanded its existing terminal into the corporate headquarters. With this expansion, 55 jobs were retained and an additional 100 jobs were contracted in. This was definitely a great year for Portage County, not only because of the job retention and creation for 2001, but Portage County and significant involvement in keeping a large company in Ohio and continuing to help maintain the health of the American economy. 30% of Miller Transfer and Rigging's business was related to the transport for key American manufacturers, such as Ford Motor Company, General Motors, Van Dorn, Ada of Dayton, and Home Depot of Atlanta. Great job, Miller Transfer, and also great job, Portage County. In Michigan, you need to learn a lesson from this. We got 100 jobs that you don't have, and we're going to beat you in that last game this year.
Here with another look at the economy is ODOD's Rita Parise reporting on Portage Housing 2.
As you've heard, it's been a remarkable year for Portage Area Development Corporation and Portage County. As a correspondent with the Ohio Department of Development, we specialize in economic development, neighborhood vitality, and affordable housing. Take a look at this clip and you can see some current ODOD and OFA projects in which Padcorp is involved. At this very moment, OFA is working with Padcorp on Portage Housing 2, a 25-unit, single-family, scattered site tax credit development located throughout Portage County in the city of Ravenna, Ravenna Township, Village of Windham, and the city of Kent. Portage Housing 2 is a unique and new project with respect to a grant provided by Neighborhood Reinvestment Corporation, which assists families with extremely low incomes, ranging at or below 30% of the area median income.
Padcorp would like to thank Huntington Bank for their help and support, because together we're helping to build strong communities. Through affordable rental properties, and creating home ownership, as well as helping businesses grow.
We're back already? Okay, well, preserving affordable rental housing is our next story. Here with more coverage is reporter Mark Gabriel, reporting on location at Hudson Properties.
Affordable rental housing provides just that, affordable housing to families who need it most, whether that is an elderly facility or a multifamily facility. Affordable housing is a necessity in today's society. Padcorp, starting in the year 2000 and continuing well into 2002, began making investments in affordable housing preservation and improving developments throughout Portage County. In 2001, Padcorp became aware of 14 properties, all affordable housing developments scattered throughout northeastern Ohio. All 14 were on the market for sale to private investors at market rate. Former property owner and special consultant Dick Buchanan is here with me at the Hudson Properties office.
I've worked hard to create quality, affordable housing. I'm pleased that Padcorp is purchasing these properties because of our similar goals, quality, affordable housing. Because they are preserving these properties, Padcorp is saving families and elderly persons from being forced to pay higher rents or forced out of their homes.
The 14 properties consist of 572 units scattered throughout northeastern Ohio, in Portage, Stark, Mahoning, Columbiana, Geauga, and Ashtabula counties. It's amazing you've been managing these properties for so many years. So tell me, Dick, what are you going to do now?
Well, I would plan to stay with Hudson Properties for a while, but then I'm going fishing.
You heard it here first. He's going fishing. And
great story, Mark. This is a lot of property preserved by Padcorp.
And actually, there is an additional property in Ravenna, Terrell Commons. The purchase of this property made Padcorp the first nonprofit in the county to preserve affordable housing through a HUD 236 assignment of debt.
Huh?
This is a complicated process where Omar negotiates with PAE to restructure the mortgages.
Mark, what are you talking about?
The bottom line is Padcorp will be investing over $500,000 the next couple of years to improve this property and keep it affordable for the families that live there thanks to HUD, NeighborWorks, and the City of Ravenna.
KeyBank, a committed partner on all levels: business, home ownership, multifamily, and operational support.
Right. Well, moving on to what makes more sense, we have Francie Ferguson, head of the Multifamily Initiative with Neighborhood Reinvestment. She's joining us by telephone. Francie, are you there?
I am.
Francie, what do you think about Padcorp purchasing Hudson Properties and the Neighborhood Reinvestment Multifamily Initiative?
Well, we think it's great. We're very enthusiastic, very supportive of this acquisition. It's a important preservation deal for the northeast area of Ohio. It preserves nearly 500 units of rental housing for affordable use. It, expands the Padco service area by quite a few counties so that they're now able to really serve most of northeast Ohio. And it very much grows their business line so that their management company will be at the size and scale it needs to be for the 1,000 or more units that they'll now be operating. These properties very much fit into the kind of multifamily properties the initiative believes in. We believe that multifamily properties are a cornerstone of neighborhood health, and to be so, they need to be financially viable for the owner, they need to be socially positive for the residents in the neighborhood, and they need to be physically well-maintained over the long haul. And Padco is well positioned to provide that, and Neighborhood Reinvestment and the Multifamily Initiative will be standing behind them as they do.
Well, it sounds like you have great respect for Padcorp and the staff, which are dedicated and work hard to provide quality, affordable housing and resident services.
Yeah, we do. We've worked with them closely in this, and they're a bunch of goofballs, but they really know what they're doing, and we have a lot of respect, and that's why we're backing them in this aggressive growth plan.
Well, you've just seen an exclusive telephone call from Francie Ferguson discussing neighborhood reinvestment, affordable housing, and Padcorp's commitment to the NeighborWorks vision of affordable housing. We also have an important clip from Executive Director Ellen Lazar. Let's take a look at this clip.
Hello, I'm Ellen Lazar. I'm the Executive Director of the Neighborhood Reinvestment Corporation. Neighborhood Reinvestment Corporation was founded by Congress in 1978 to help revitalize neighborhoods and create affordable housing opportunities for individuals and families. Neighborhood Reinvestment has helped to create and sustain a network of over 220 community-based housing and community development organizations, better known as the NeighborWorks Network, throughout the country. Portage Area Development Corporation is among our NeighborWorks organizations. Portage Area Development Corporation has worked effectively through a number of our programmatic initiatives to create opportunities for individuals throughout northeastern Ohio. They include our campaign for home ownership, our multifamily initiative, and our rural initiative, which all work to create home ownership opportunities, multifamily rental opportunities, and economic development opportunities for people. We congratulate Portage Area Development Corporation on all the good work that they do throughout northeastern Ohio for families of modest means.
It has been awfully warm lately, and the word is it's going to stay this way with record-breaking temperatures. Let's check in with lead meteorologist Don Kainrad.
Thanks, Steve. And you're right, it has been very warm this year, and that's due in fact to the El Nino. It has been so warm this year, I've had to use a lot of extra sunscreen on my ever-increasing forehead. And my dermatologist is a real stickler for using that sunscreen, and so I have to follow her advice in this. Now let's take a look at a few hot spots in northeastern Ohio on our Padcorp Doppler radar, which is the most powerful weather, housing, and economic development radar in all of Ohio. Temperatures have been on the rise up in Ashtabula County. The warm weather and low humidity has made it much easier for the Padcorp staff in the purchase of elderly facilities, Wesley 1 and 2 and Jefferson Courtyard. Temperatures are also on the rise in Geauga County. It's a good thing Geauga County residents can attend the home ownership class to cool off in the air conditioning. I'm here to tell you, Steve, having central air in our house now has been a real pleasure for my family. I don't know how we've been able to endure it these last 24 years. We live in an older home, and I finally caught the vision and put in some central air, as has been installed in all the Padcorp elderly units. Now, the same goes for those who will be living cool and comfortably in the 2 new housing developments in Middlefield, Ohio. And Steve, let's check out Lake County. The sun is breaking through the clouds and a cool, comfortable breeze is coming in off the lake. Now, right now it's a cool, comfortable breeze, but here shortly, that cool, comfortable breeze coming in off the warmer waters of Lake Erie during the late fall and winter season produces tremendous amounts of lake effect snow. Now, as temperatures are warming, so are the home ownership opportunities provided by Padcorp. Steve, we're going to be going on to Columbiana County, and by the way, I want to recommend that you and your family and everyone to stop at the Dutch House restaurant there in Columbiana County. It's actually in Columbiana itself. Excellent restaurant. It reminds me a lot of the Hartfield kitchen style type food, and you'll be real pleased with that. Now, temperatures are comfortable and stable in Columbiana County as 5 affordable housing developments located throughout East Palestine and East Liverpool are being purchased by Padcorp. Now your 5-day forecast.
Looks like there's more great weather ahead. Thanks, Don.
Coming up, we'll take a look at the world of sports with Jeff Mills after these messages.
In the outfield, the lease purchase program leveled off at 4 homes, bought and sold, tying last year's score. These are the scores and highlights of the For the Home team. Now let's check out the rest of the scores with local lending institutions and partners. Wait a minute, local institutions and partners? What's that got to do with sports? I was hired to talk about the Browns and the Zips and the Fleisches, and Padcorp doesn't even have a logo or a mascot or anything like that. I'm done. You guys do this kind of stuff to me all the time. I'm done. I'm getting out of here. You guys do this.
Well, I guess that wasn't the type of sportscast that Jeff wanted to give.
Apparently not. Maybe you should try laying off the steroids, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so.
This has at least been an informative and action-packed evening, if nothing else.
You can say that again.
Portage Area Development Corporation seems to be busier than a dog at a cat convention.
And up until tonight, I thought affordable home ownership was staying at home with mom and dad till you're 40.
Well, at least tonight has not been a complete waste. We have learned something.
That's right.
I'm Steve Mattis.
And I'm Joanne Townend. Good night and good news.
I think it went pretty good.
I think it went real well. The speakers did just an excellent job.
Want to stretch it out a bit, make it bigger, just kind of, you know, stretch it out a little bit, you know.
I think we had to go to like 3.5 hours still.
Yeah,
The whole meeting?
The whole meeting?
Yeah.
I think the people will like that.
Okay.
We're going to have to go ahead and check with Cindy. Why don't we go ahead and check with Cindy and see...
Man, these guys are nuts. I think I'm going to do this again. Oh my goodness, another video? No more. What is this? Ohio Bicentennial, 6710. Oh, I don't know. I'm so out of here.